Hello everyone, happy Monday. Okay, we are doing a Angel Dream Crafts Kim. What happened, this is what we're going to play with today. And okay, so y'all know I was working on the bridal journal. I did the bag for the bridal journal over the weekend and it's all packed up ready to go. I'm just waiting to verify. I want to verify the address of where I'm mailing it to, but it is packed up and so I can't show it to you. But while everything was out, I decided I'm going to make a bag to put in the shop. So I started creating this bag and I just got out my Angel Dream Crafts Kim laces, and I don't have the new kit for May and June, but this is the last 2 months. Isn't she beautiful? I am kind of on that natural kick right now. I mean, look at this. This is the back. Oh, I thought, we could have a kit like this and you could put lingerie in it. You could put a journal in it. You could put just kind of hide away things that you love and put it in a drawer. Put some lavender buds in it. Oh, it would make a beautiful, beautiful gift for a bride or for a family member. I mean, look at the layers of lace. So I started with this lace here. And if you're wondering, no, I did not seam the ends. And I laid in bed and I thought about that because normally I would put right sides together. I would hide the edges, and I just thought they're more natural looking. They are kind of a vintage look. I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want all that neatness, and I didn't want those seams in the bag itself. So I left everything just kind of raw and natural. But there are just layers of Kim's lace on the outside of this. So we've got this lace here. We've got this lace. Do I have? Yes, I've got a little bit more of that. It's this here. Isn't this just so beautiful? Now, this has no pearls and it has no sequins. And you may have in the past seen me cut these into pieces. So just a beautiful, beautiful lace. And then I had this one sequin applique piece left. And I can't remember. I think this was off of a yardage. I want to say it was, but this was the last piece. I know it's on the back, but the back should look as nice as the front, and I just think it's beautiful. I had one little piece of this lace left. It's gone, and I used it right here, thinking that is so pretty. And then on the inside, this is Kim's lace here. It only goes just down a little bit, and then this lace, look at that. And then this ruffle, I've had this ruffle maybe 6 months, maybe a little bit longer, because I really never knew exactly what I wanted to do with it. And I thought it fit this bag just perfectly. And then this here, this came by the yard, and I think it's just this piece left. And I love to order this type of lace because you can just do so many different things with it. And then you can see there's a layered lace here, and I did not sew that down. I wanted it to be loose, just like that piece there. And I'm wondering, as pretty as this is, I don't want to cover this up here. I think I'm going to save this for another project. I could put it there. But, you know, the thing that I want this to be functional, and because this has pearls and sequins in it, if you go to put something inside of here, it might catch. As pretty as that is, I'm not going to waste it on the inside. So this really is an AngeldreamCraftsKim design team project, and I thought, let's play with this together. So I got out my buttons because I thought about putting buttons on the special order and I didn't. And I'm thinking these are vintage buttons, and I am thinking the majority of these are vintage buttons, not all. But these that you see me playing with right now, that's too big. I don't want that much attention. These are vintage. No. I think I want some buttons up here. Then I thought about, let's put some pearls here. So I just thought, you know, here's a mother of pearl button. I just kind of thought, let's put the camera on, and I have a piece of satin ribbon from one of Kim's packages, and I thought I would put that. I kind of like this. Maybe let's see. I don't want the buttons to fight if I put the pearls on, but I really kind of like the idea of having some buttons, especially if they're vintage. So I'm kind of thinking along these lines. Now, if I do this, I recognize I am covering up these flowers. So, oh, I thought about putting this there, but it totally covers the flowers. And if I'm going to do the pearls, maybe I just won't put the bow. Ugh. So yeah, it is a work in progress. So yeah, I thought I would put the camera on, and this would be the project for today. And you know, it's funny, I think I like that, just like that. It's funny because I was thinking I'm in the mood to do a mini. And the guts of this, I should say the layout is from an old sheet. I think this was a sheet. And I think what I'm going to do at the end of this video is we're going to use this, and we're going to do a small one. But I think I like this, so I think this is where I'm going. So I know I had a needle and a thread, and now I don't know where the needle and the thread went. Oh my goodness, Charlotte. What did you do with it? It needs to be here somewhere in amongst all this beautiful lace. Somewhere there is a needle and a thread. Where are we? Well, I had it sitting here, and now I have to hope I don't step on it. Why do these things happen to me? All right, let's see if, I think I would see it if it were here. So one more quick look, and then I'm just going to have to get another needle and hope I can find it before I have some kind of an accident. So do I have another needle in here? Yes, I do. So let's just thread this. and the other one will turn up. Of course, I've got one with such a tiny eye that can I see it? So how is everybody today? I have decided that yes, is this needle better? I think this one will be better. I have decided that I am going to start doing lives. And I was talking to Sherry over the weekend, or maybe it was Friday, and was going to talk to Sherry over the weekend and then just really got distracted. So I was running the idea by Sherry, and Sherry said, well, you're going to have to let everybody know, because otherwise they're not going to know you're on the live to be able to watch. And I thought about it and thought about it, and she's right. And so I am going to figure out a schedule, because I miss talking to everyone, and I have been so busy, just like everyone else. There's nothing special about me. And I haven't been able to give my comments the attention that they deserve. And so I was thinking, if we're on a live, we can sit and talk back and forth, and you can still comment, but we can actually have a conversation and we can share thoughts and ideas, and I really like that. So that's why I'm thinking I want to start doing lives. I don't want it to be a live every once in a great while. I want it to be a live pretty regularly, and I'm thinking too, with the index cards on Friday, that we might do lives. So you're going to see this going through the other side, but that's okay, because you're going to be able to see that it is hand stitched on there, and I like that idea. So hopefully I'm on camera. So I don't know the setup of my first couple lives. I may end up needing a monitor, and I've got a monitor set up, someone that can help me with the comments, and you know, especially if we get people in that we don't want in, that I won't have to mess with that somebody else will take care of that for me, which is always a good thing. So I'm just trying to think. I don't want to tell you, oh, I'm going to have a live such and such a time at such and such a time, and then I'm not there. I don't want that to happen. So I'm trying to figure it out, guys. And what I want to do is be prepared with whatever it is I'm sharing with you, so that I can look at the computer and I can talk to you, we can have conversations, and I can still do whatever it is that I want to do or share with you. So that's where I am. I just think lives would be way more fun than me sitting here kind of talking to you, but talking to myself. So there's button 1, and you can't really tell unless you really, really look that it is stitched. So I like that. And then next Saturday, I am going to an all-day crop with Dana, and I'm kind of thinking about maybe going live on that crop. And the thing is that I am taking a crewel stocking to work on for Jenna. You've heard me talk about this stocking, and no, it's not done. And so I don't know if anybody would really be interested in anything I'm doing on that live, but we could just chat, and I think that would be fun. So yeah, I mean, my brain's going. I'm just trying to figure it out and get us. Oh, it's mother of pearl. It's so beautiful, this button. So what ended up happening is I finished that and I just thought, you know, I want to make a small bag and I want to make a small journal to go with it, and I want it to be the natural colors because I just think this is so incredibly beautiful. So I went and I took the piece of sheeting and I tore it, and at first I thought, well, you know, the journal that we were working on, it just needs the tags, the one this one here, this journal. I thought, let's make a bag for that because it's incredibly beautiful in a bag. And so then I tore this. Well, this is a little bit too small, so this is not going to work. And then I thought, you know what? You can put anything in a bag. It's just gorgeous. You can have it. If you have a romantic flair, you could have it sitting out really anywhere. I know Karen Billinger made me a bag. This was years ago. And I have it in my guest room on the bed. It is so incredibly beautiful. When I walk in, it just makes me smile. And she had filled it, and I can't off the top of my head recall what she has in it. But you could put anything in this bag and just have it sitting really anywhere. It's just really, really pretty. And now that I look at this, I'm wondering, guys, where did I put the bow? Would a bow look good? Maybe right there. Maybe right there. Oh, I might do that. Okay, see, I mean, this is what happens. You end up with your mind going everywhere. That is a vintage button. We're going to put it there. So for those of you that want to know, and I want to say thank you very much, Moose is doing fantastic. And I'm just praying that he will go in remission. We'll see. But this morning, I gave him a toy. This is really kind of a sad story for me. Moose, if you're new here, is a rescue that we've got. And, you know, I was telling my husband last night, I said, you know, it's funny because he doesn't play with anything. We've got about 3 baskets downstairs that are just loaded up with dog toys and balls, and he's never once gone in and gotten anything out. And I said, I wonder, do you think he's waiting for permission? Do you think that he thinks that he can't? And so this morning I got up and we have this turtle that's got a squeaker in it. And this turtle's probably like this big. We had gotten it for Sky one Christmas, and she's got her favorites that she plays with. So I got that out and started squeaking it. And he got really excited, and I gave it to him. And then he started playing with it, and then I came upstairs to work, and he came upstairs, and he brought it with him, and he kind of took possession of it. And I thought, oh my gosh, I think that he needed permission to be able to go and get in there and get what he wants. Although he hasn't been in there and gotten anything else out, so we'll see. But it just makes me so happy to see him play and be happy like that. So we've got these, and I don't know that I want them all the way across the top. I think that might be just too much. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, how would that look? I kind of like that. Ooh, I think I do. So I think I will. And this is going to get glued on. I think I do. I will glue this on. Let me see which is the right side. That side, I think. So I think we'll glue this across here like that. Okay. I think so, guys. Let me look one more time. This is Angel Dream. Everything on here is from Kim's shop. So I will have all the links below so that if you want to hop over and see what's going on, you don't want to miss out. So just a little bit of glue, not a lot, just enough to keep it down. This obviously could not go in the washing machine. 99, well, I probably maybe should say 95% of this is sewn on the machine. But yeah, I would not put it in the washing machine even on delicate because it's not meant to go through any of that. I don't know what would happen to the sequins or the pearls that are on here if you were to do that. So yeah, I think that looks really, really cute. And I may have to scrap the bow and save the bow for something else. Ooh, here's a vintage button. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Just look at the patina. Another mother of pearl. And I'm wondering if we just wanted to maybe put a couple. Isn't this pretty? Look at that one. Old, old. If we want to just put, you know, I won't do two. It's either going to be one or it's going to be three. So let me see what I've got. The colors in that are just really, really pretty. So do we want to? I kind of like hiding the edge of that. This one's a little bit too yellow. But this looked, let's see. Take that one there. I like this, but I think it's too yellow for this particular project. That might be too white. Yeah, too white. Okay, so now I've gotten too yellow, too white. This might work. And then I could put something in the center here. All right, should we do that? I think we're going to do that. And then I think we're going to find, I may not be using, let me go ahead and put new thread on here. Still don't know where the needle went. I don't want to find it the hard way. Still don't know if I'm going to use that bow. I think next month, you know, every year Kim's shop does a blog hop. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know the date, but I will be advertising for it. There'll be a blog hop. So you don't want to miss that because that's always fun. And we usually have gifts. I can't remember what I gave away last year. Something cool though, I know that. So, okay. All right, let's put this one on first. Cool old vintage button. Yeah, this just kind of ends, and I think it would be neat to have something here so it's not just so like it's over or it starts right here. So let's, I was asking my husband about the pool temperature yesterday because I thought, our days are heating up. And you look outside and the water's so beautiful, like 68 degrees. I'm not going in 68. I don't go in 75. The kids will go in 75, but they're playing and moving around, so it's not cold to them. But for me, I'm sitting on a noodle or a float. So, where are you? I mean, if I can't find you, I'm good enough. Sometimes the lace is thick enough that it's hard to get through, but I think this is good. So yeah, I am in the mood to do a mini, and I'm excited to do a mini journal. I feel like I haven't done one in a long time. So I was thinking about it. And then in the interim, I came up with this. So, some things are just meant to be. All right. So 2 more. And I'm debating if I want to sew pearls on or put the flat back pearls. I think we'll do that. So I think we'll put that right here. So yeah, I'm wondering if I want to stitch the pearls. So it's the difference between really half a pearl and a whole pearl. So I'm not sure. So we'll see. We'll see what it's gonna look like. So we'll get this on. I hear Moose coming up the stairs. Sky went for a walk. Moose didn't want to go. He suffers from separation anxiety. So when we leave, when we come home, he's exhausted because he has been running around looking for everybody. And we're thinking we're going to have to put the kennel back up because he just... I think we're his third home. I think he had a really, really nice family with children because there's not a mean bone in this dog's body. He's very loving. He's extremely smart. You only have to tell him something a couple times and he's got it. I was telling my husband if we had a skateboard, I think we could teach him to skateboard. He's that smart. But he has horrendous separation anxiety, and I'm thinking the home before we got Moose, he was totally neglected and starved, and I think his family left him for whatever reason. I don't think they did it because they wanted to. I think something probably happened and they had to give him up, and whomever they gave him to either didn't want him or couldn't take care of him, and he was neglected. I think he was thrown out in the yard. He was not fed. It was tragic when we got him, just tragic. But I think that's where the separation anxiety comes from. So, yeah. It's a shame that they took him and then they waited so long and they treated him like that. I don't know how you let an animal starve. I don't know how you do, but he was skin and bones when we got him. Just skin and bones. And he looks really handsome now. You can't see his ribs. And when we would give him a chew, his gums would bleed. And now they don't. So he's much healthier, except for the lymphoma. I mean, that's everything right there, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to do this. And then I'm not going to worry about the ribbon. I really, really think the ribbon on here is pretty though. But I'm wondering if maybe the color's too dark. Maybe that's why I can't find a place for it. Oh, that looks really good. But I do like that. So I am thinking this might be where I want to put the ribbon, is right there. So I definitely don't want it up there. I don't think. If I don't do the pearls, I hate to cover this up, but let's see what these are going to look like. Quite the sack. Miss Dana gave me this. She didn't want them anymore. They've come in very handy. And I've got a pinkish color here. So it might be too much, really. If I put a pearl. Oh, I don't think I like the pink anyway, so I think we'll go with white. Let's see. Let's just kind of see if we can get an idea. Of course, the more I put in here, the higher the price goes. Oh, I think I like it. I think I like it. That'll give me 3 clusters with pearls. Let's see, what color did I use on the bridle? Did I use that pinkish color? I can't remember. I've got a gold, but I don't think I want to use that. So it would be like that versus, ooh, I think I do want to do that. I should have sewn those on before I put that down. Versus, like this. Ooh, I think that might look good though. Oh, I think so. You know why? Because it's subdued. I think so. All right, let's see. I am thinking I'm gonna do, I think I have some that are larger, so I've got to go on a hunt. But let me see. I've got, this is from Kim's shop, and I thought how pretty this would be. I could, oh, that's way too much. That is not going to work. Way too much. I have these beautiful things from Kim's shop. I love these, and Kim, if you're watching, I'm hoarding them. I apologize. I know I should be creating with them and showing what you can do, but I've hoarded them. Do I only have these 2 left? I think I do. I think I do. Yes, I've hoarded them. So, and I have this lovely piece from Kim's shop, which is beautiful too. But I think maybe we'll use this on the mini. Oh, it's beautiful. I think, no, I think it's just, oh, that's pretty. Oh, I don't know. That is really pretty. No, I don't like it there. Oh, Kim, you just have blessed me with so many beautiful things that I just tend to hoard them. This I love. This picks up a little bit of, I kind of see blue, even though there's no blue in it. That's why I am thinking the flat back pearls would be better if I'm going to add some blingy, something like this. Ooh, look at that, guys. Then if I do that, I won't be doing this. Ooh, maybe I will. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Then I've got gorgeous pieces. You've seen me use these pieces before. This I love. And then, of course, Kim's got all the tiles, but it's got a lot of color, and I want to keep this neutral, so not apt to. This is too small. And then we've got this gorgeous butterfly here. So we could, no, that really ends up being too much. So if I did, I think what I'm going to do, guys, is put the pearls on next. And I think by getting the pearls on, I will have a better look at, this is another one of Kim's pieces. Look at that with the dangles. Isn't that gorgeous? Maybe. I'm liking what I see. Oh, okay. Let's just kind of rotate this. No, that does not look good. I think this for sure down there like that. Oh my goodness. And then I'm thinking this, and maybe do I want flowers? Okay, what I'm going to do is, I think I want this. I am going to put pearls on here, the flat back. I don't know if I have enough in this because I'm going to need 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 right there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough to do these clusters. So these pearls won't work. So I have another container that has pearls that I'm going to have to get. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of put this aside for right now, and let's get into that one piece of sheeting where I said, let's do a mini. And I'm going to show you what the process is because you didn't see me do that. So just very quickly, see, I love that. I wouldn't mess with that. So it's double layered. So we've got this. And then I think what I would do is we're going to cut this because we don't want the unevenness. And I tear it. And whether you keep that or not is up to you. But I tear it because I like all of the strings, and I like that to show. And then we have to even this out. I don't know if I can tear this, because now we're going the opposite way. Yep, that tore really well. So I'm going to use this in whatever size we're going to get. Now, what we can do is we can do this and leave it open at the top. There's your bag. But if I'm going to do a mini, this is going to dictate the size of my mini. So you can see it's going to be small. So I would start like that. This would be what would come down, and I think I'd have a ribbon wrapping around that ties. And it's important to know that because when you're layering your laces, you want to remember, okay, I'm going to have a ribbon. So I think this, guys, is what I'm going to do. And then we'll make a journal that will fit in here. And that'll be my mini. So this is how I would start the process. And then I would go, and this is one of Kim's laces that I got, and I absolutely love this. But the problem with this lace is I don't want to cover it up. So this would work really well right here. But then if I don't want to cover it up, we don't want that to be the first layer. We want an I don't care on the bottom because you're going to cover it up. And if you care about what you're covering up, you don't want to use a piece that you're going to be like, ooh, I don't want to cover that up. Let's see, what would this is gorgeous lace. What if we hung down like that? And then we put this over here like this. Oh, okay, look at that. I am loving that right there. And then we could put some little pieces in here. I just want to make sure that we can see, you know, like that's pretty. You want to be able to see some of your pattern. So look at that. Because I am going to use Kim's lace with this as well. And I'm kind of, if we put this like that, and we left this, you could see it. And then we just, where is that one piece that was so beautiful? That one little piece that I had. Let's see, right here. It covers up a lot, but look at this. If we, look at that. But then our lid would come down, our top would come down. Ooh, that'd be pretty. Or would we want this like that? Ooh, yeah. So we're kind of well on our way, but this is the process. So if you've got your scraps, you've got your lace pieces, that's how I began with this. And that is how I began on the piece that I did for the custom order. So I think with that, I'm going to leave you. And please bear with me if you've left a comment. I know, guys, I have been just naughty when it comes to that. And I really, really apologize. So just bear with me. I will get to the comments. But let me know what you think about the lives, because for me, I'm thinking that is the way that I just miss everyone, and I want to be able to have a conversation. So let me know what you think, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.